Demonstrators at Arizona's Capitol Sunday protesting last week's state Supreme Court decision allowing a law from the 1800s to block nearly all abortions in the Southwest state. President Joe Biden's running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris, told Arizonans that abortion rights are a fight about freedoms.
In America, freedom is not to be given. It is not to be bestowed. It is ours by right. And that includes the freedom to make decisions about one's own body and not have the government telling people what to do.
U.S. states have had the right to make their own abortion laws since a 2022 Supreme Court decision ended the constitutional right to an abortion provided by the 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling. Donald Trump appointed 3 of the 6 justices who made the 2022 decision and says the rights that he helped states obtain means a nationwide abortion ban is not necessary.
Because we don't need it any longer, because we broke Roe v. Wade, and we did something that nobody thought was possible. We gave it back to the states, and the states are working very brilliantly, in some cases conservative, in some cases not conservative, but they're working, and it's working the way it's supposed to.
The Biden campaign says that because Trump overturned federal abortion protections, he owns the suffering and chaos happening right now, including in Arizona.
And now, because of Donald Trump, more than 20 states in our nation have bans. Now, because of Donald Trump, 1 in 3 women of reproductive age in our country live in a state that has a Trump abortion ban.
While Trump says more conservative states should have the freedom to make more conservative laws, he told reporters the Arizona ruling, which has no exceptions for rape or incest, goes too far.
You're having some very, very beautiful harmony, to be honest with you. You have some cases like Arizona that went back to like 1864 or something like that, and a judge made a ruling, but that's going to be changed by government. They're going to be changing that. I disagree with that.
Harris says what's happening in Arizona is part of what she calls Trump's full-on attack on reproductive freedoms.
So here's what a second Trump term looks like. More bans, more suffering, and less freedom. Just like he did in Arizona, he basically wants to take America back to the 1800s. But we are not going to let that happen.
The Biden campaign is hoping that an abortion rights measure on the November ballot in Arizona will help them win this important swing state, as similar ballot initiatives in Kansas and Ohio over the past 2 years have been losing propositions for Republicans. Trump appeared to acknowledge the electoral vulnerabilities of abortion, telling supporters, "You must follow your heart on this issue, but remember, you must also win elections." Scott Stearns, VOA News.